What up, y'all? What it do? Hey, I was watching this video by NiTris TV. Um, There's a lot of different stuff going on in this. Um, I don't want to say too much. I don't know why they. There we go. The camera was blurred for a second. But yeah. I see the title. Chris Brown opens up about selling his soul. Uh, can't sell your soul. Just can't. There's no possible way. But what you can do is you can sell your free will. That makes sense. Sell your free will. Sell your mind. People do. You can sell your choices. When I'm saying he sold his free will, for example, let's say he wants to stop doing music. But let's say he has a lot of bills that he accumulated over time, that if he stops doing music, he's unable to pay for these bills. That's selling his free will. Now, he can't freely do whatever he wants. He has to do the music. I know y'all seen him do his artwork and paintings, and I know y'all seen Chris Brown play basketball and do all this different stuff. There's other things that he likes doing also. But if he sold his free will and he can't do these other things, he would have to obviously do the music because that's what is lucrative for him and his name. That makes sense? Like I said, you can sell your intellect. That's how we got the chairs. That's how the computer is here. And sold that information of the knowledge that they received from God. You can't sell your soul though. It's just not possible. Especially not to the devil. There's no such thing. Literally, there's no such thing. There's no devil outside of you. It's only what's inside of you. It's only what's inside of the other people. So if there's evil inside of you, take evil actions, then that's just what it is. It's just you being evil. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, anybody else. Normally what happens is it's accumulation. So for example, if I can make this, I put it about money and I put it about anything. Okay? So let's say every day you gain $1 in your bank account. By the end of the week, you got $7, right? That's positive, right? Okay. So now let's go to the negative portion. This is like people that do bad habits, like they steal from the store every day. Let's say people steal from the store, they rob people. Every day you robbing people. Now this is putting a plus, this put a -7 upon your karma. So now you on a negative end of the totem pole instead of the positive end. So at that point, what are you attracting? You're not attracting good stuff anymore. You're attracting bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because most of your actions and works wasn't of God, it was of the devil. So they say. It wasn't of good, it was of evil. So they say. So you're gonna attract more evil. You're gonna attract more people that want to steal with you. You're gonna attract more people that want to shoot with you. You're gonna attract more people that want to make money with you, of course. Both sides, the same. On the other side, say you got those $7, took the $7, you gave it away, you gave it to somebody that needed it. Positive. It's positive law of attraction. Next week you did the same thing. Eventually you start noticing that the people, your money, your relationships will start going up in a positive way. Now in Chris Brown's case, for him in this video opening up about selling his soul, the verse and everything like that, he's more speaking of the negative things that he did took him to where he is now in life. Now, on both totem poles are equal though. So you can do a bunch of positive stuff and become a billionaire. You can do a bunch of negative stuff and become a billionaire. And the thing about it is, people say, oh, well, that's worshiping the devil. And the thing about it is, there's only one energy. There's only one creator. There's only one entity. If I can find my quarter, I'll find you a quarter real quick that I can show y'all. So keep that in mind. Just like he's me, I'm him. We're all the same people. All of us are the same. All animals, everything you look at is the same. We're all in one. All collectively one. That's it. We're just one. It's one spirit. That's all it is. Now, again, based upon the actions, based upon attire, based upon the environment, based upon life in general, that's what changes each person. That's what changes each animal. That's what changes each atom in a sub level. Okay? Keep that in mind. But this is a quarter. The quarter is one, but it has heads and it has tail. Heads, go heads for God. Go tails, lower chakra. We can go that. We can go snake, evil. We can go. You want to say all that stuff if you want to. None of that matters. It's only one quarter. It's only one God. God creates and destroys. God doesn't look at evil as evil because that's a human terminology that y'all created to put restrictions and laws upon the people because you didn't want people to kill each other. So when you go back and learn the information and the knowledge, you start learning what's going on. So there's nothing wrong with anything, period. It's neutral. Everything is neutral. It's based upon the perception that you put upon it, based upon the perception that you see through your eyes, based upon the intellect that comes out of your brain. That is your perception that you put upon other people. There is no good or bad in the world. Everything is neutral. There's only one God. And that's as simple as it. But there's a lot of people out here playing like they're God. Playing. That's why I can tell you he didn't sell his soul to the devil. He never spoke to me. See what I'm saying? God is in all of us. All of us. But again, it's a quarter. Can't have God in you without having the devil in you. You see what I'm saying? You got both sides. We all have both sides. We can act upon evil or we can act upon good. It's only one quarter. But again, Chris Brown ain't never spoke to me. You see what I'm saying? So he can't sell his soul. He can't sell his soul without all of us selling our soul. We're all one. There's no way he can do it without all of us doing it together. We're all one. Keep that in mind, y'all. Now, the thing about the media is they're going to play upon everything. Put a triangle in the air, they're going to play upon it because they know it's going to tap into your emotions. It means nothing. It means nothing. The pyramids, all that stuff mean absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But based upon the intellect of the humans passed along from generation to generation to generation, what happens is this is what happens. You get confused. You get confused. You start thinking things are bigger than what they are. Don't get me wrong. Pyramids could be a source of energy. It could be a source of knowledge and intellect. That's not above God. You see where I'm going with it? I don't give a fuck if the pyramids were here or they were destroyed. It doesn't matter. That's not where the intellect comes from. That's not where life comes from. See what I'm saying? It doesn't come from a pyramid. You can destroy that shit. It doesn't matter. Intellect will still be revived. Children of God. It's as simple as that. You can try to burn all the Bibles if you want to. The intellect will still revive. You see where I'm going with it? It's in the air. So as I speak, air is picking up my words, sound and frequency, and it's going to float through the air. So the thing is, you can be miles away from me. If you pick up, you don't even have to pick up the sound. If you pick up the subtle atoms that's in the air, you're going to think and receive all the information that I just spoke or thought about. So if I just think right now, and then someone down the street, they can just be waking up and then they receive that thought through the air. It's like Wi-Fi. They receive it. It's like when you think of somebody, you like, man, I wonder what so-and-so doing. I want them to call me. Then all of a sudden they start calling your phone. And you're like, man, I was just thinking about you. This is a psychic ability. And we all have it. This is the reason why. And it's another one, when it comes to like dogs, cats, lions, sharks, dolphins, whales, they can feel that energy. They can feel it. They can smell it. They can sense it completely. As soon as you get in that water and your heart start bumping a wrong way, they feel that hundreds of miles away. Some fish feel that. They can feel your heart bumping in the wrong way or bumping in the right way. They can feel that. Like I told you, the lines and stuff, they can smell that. They can smell you sweating. They can smell the love on you. So the thing is, like, you want to try not to get like distracted. Don't get distracted. Because I can put pyramids all up on the wall. I can put all different kinds of stuff everywhere. And what it's gonna do is, of course, it's gonna attract like-minded people. It's gonna attract haters. It's gonna attract people that love what they see. And that's what it goes for every artist. How do I know? Because I produce, I was the artist, I managed artists before. So I understand it. I understand it. I understand the backside of it. Ain't nobody selling their soul to no devil. Let you know that right now. And anybody trying to play the devil is gonna get destroyed. It's as simple as that. If you try to play the devil on this earth, you're gonna get destroyed. It's as simple as that. You will fall. So what's going on now is a lot of people are playing the devil's advocate. That's what they call it, devil's advocate. That's what they call it. They call it devil's advocate. Like I told you in the beginning, everything is neutral. 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 So from my personal experience, me personally seeing and experiencing myself, whenever you try to play the devil's advocate, you end up perishing yourself. So you can't look at somebody and be like, oh, they're going to hell. Because what you're going to do is you're going to point that finger at them and there's going to be 10 more pointing right back at you. Because at the point that you're condemning people and saying people are worshiping certain things and practicing certain things, first of all, you're going to get karma. Because again, God is in all of us. So if you're pointing at a person who has God in them, which is all of us, and you're condemning them of something, you're going to receive karma. It's going to happen. That's why they say show unconditional love. That's the first thing that was supposed to be taught. Unconditional love for everything that you see outside of your eyes that you do not understand. So when you see the bear, when you see, hey, y'all seen a coyote the other day. When y'all see a coyote, it looked at me and it walked away. I'm like, that's not a dog. I know what a dog looks like. That's a coyote. I've seen a fox before. I've seen alligators. I'm talking about in person, within 5 feet. Thing is, they never mess with me though, because they don't feel like I'm gonna kill them. They don't feel like I'm gonna hurt them. They don't feel like I'm gonna harm them. They don't feel no type of way when I come up to them, or when I'm around. But it's the same as you. It's the same as you being in your neighborhood. If you in your neighborhood, you whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, and somebody's walking through and you feel some type of way, is you not gonna say nothing? You gonna say something. You gonna buck at them. They gonna buck at you, whatever the case may be, because you feel some type of way. But if somebody coming through and you good and they good and everything good, it's just good. It's like, oh, what up? They're going about their day. It's the same thing. Now, a lot of people are scared because they can't communicate with the animals. So then that's when another part comes in. And this is what I'm saying. It doesn't make you, oh, he's worshiping the devil because he talks to animals. It doesn't even make sense when everything is God. The animals understand that. How come we don't? Or how come most humans don't? That's because they're distracted. Distracted by the simplest things. Someone goes like this, and y'all think this person has sold their soul, and they can't even do that. They can't. There is no possible way of detaching the energy from God and giving it to someone else. Ain't no creator doing that. Like, sometimes y'all just gotta put these things into real common sense. What creator of all universes is going to give their power, their children away to someone else? What? That doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense. Especially not to another man. You're going to give your children away to the devil? No, you're not. Nobody would do that. If anything, it'd be a man and a woman, and then the man would like, fuck it, you take care of the kid. It'd be something like that. But it would never, ever be a man giving his children away to another man. God giving his children away to the devil. That doesn't even make sense. God will give his children away to a lady, which we already hear. The earth is feminine. If y'all don't already know that. We're already here. The earth is alive. It's an actual human being. It's an actual living being, is what I meant to say. Not to say human. It's a living organism, period. Both masculine and feminine, but mostly female. We know that. The whole planet is more feminine. We know that. The action based upon that's going on the planet, not just the humans, ants, all the stuff that's out there working every single day as people wake up and work, that's a masculine trait. The action, that's masculine. But the actual planet itself, everything that's here, is split in between the both. But we do got more feminine. We got the moon, we got all this stuff. We got the sun for the more masculine of the heat, of the spirit of the soul, of the fire that's lit within inside of chakras, all of that's together. But again, you were a dad, you were the creator, and you wanted, you know what I'm saying, you needed some discipline upon, or you wanted someone to watch after your kids. Would you give your kids to another man, or would you give it to, I'll give it to the female. I will send the kids. You know what I'm saying? Some of us here, we still get knowledge from the man. We still get knowledge from God. We still get that. We still get that. Some of us still get that. Some of us don't. Some of us get it from the earth. Some of us get a lot of knowledge from the earth. The earth tells us a lot of stuff. You know what's so crazy? Some of us get it from man. Some of us get it from man. Some of us get it from AI. So now there's other categories that are being built. You know what's so crazy about these other categories being built? If it's not of God, it's going to be destroyed regardless. It's going to be destroyed regardless. So y'all keep all that in mind, bro. This is it's a pyramid, it's a triangle. This is me sending my energies from one point of my finger to the other point through my arm, through to the other point, through to the other side. It can be so many different things. Because these fingers are down, energies are not sending anywhere from here. It's like if somebody's walking up to you and go like that, I bet you they stop in their place. They're not gonna run straight through your hand or your arm. You're sending the energies out to tell them to stop. Oh, they teach that when as the kids are walking across the street in the mornings to go to school. They go like that for the cars. Ain't that what the police do? They go like that. What you do? You stop, right? Yeah. That's them sending the energy out towards you. Rather you can fathom and see it. I can still see it. I don't know why y'all can't see it. I still don't understand why people can't see certain things. I've asked plenty of people, and I do it every single day, and it's so weird. It's like I ask people, I was like, bro, you see that in the air? Like what? I'm like, so you telling me you can't see those 8 billion things flying around in there? You can't see that shit in there. Like, bro, I don't see nothing. It's just sky. Just the sky. I'm like, yo, that just sounds retarded to me. Knowing that there's precipitation in the air, knowing that there's atoms in the air, knowing that there's dust in the air, you tell me you can't see nothing. You know, I can't see nothing, it's just the sky. Oh, now I'm noticing that there's a big difference. There's a big difference, bro. It's a big difference in people that's here on this planet, bro. And it would seem as if we're all the same. But we're totally far from being the same. And it's showing more and more every single day. I don't even know how long I've been. I think I've been up since like 12. I get like 4 hours of sleep. Sometimes I may sleep longer or I might go back to sleep. This morning I didn't. Sometimes I do. But as I stay up, as I'm awoken, as I stay aware, as I stay in focus, I learn more. You'll miss a lot being asleep. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. That's the difference between being asleep and awoke. A lot of people say, oh, I'm awoke, I'm awoke. Are you? Are you really? If you're awoke, you know you don't gotta go to sleep, right? And then of course, they're gonna try to argue it down. Of course, of course, they're gonna argue it down. Of course, they will always argue it down. But you let me know, where do you get your power from? And I think that'll answer everything. Where do you get your power from? So about this video right here, this dude was saying that he did see one of the performances of Chris Brown, and he was saying that it wasn't Chris Brown on the stage. So my question is, who is Chris Brown? Who is that? I don't even know who that is, man. Who is that? That's like me going outside and that tree right there, I'm gonna call that tree Bobby James. The tree, like, bitch, my name is not, I don't have a name, period. It's not no Bobby James. But everybody call that motherfucking tree Bobby James. It's the same thing. They gave you an identity and a name when you were born. That has nothing to do with your spirit. That has nothing to do with your consciousness. They gave your body a name. That's like when you give the cars a name. But it has nothing to do with nothing. The car doesn't have a consciousness and spirit, but we do. You see where the difference comes in? So certain things you can name, but certain things you can't name, because then it limits the mind. It limits the body. My name Ian. Let's say my name's Ian. It don't even matter. But let's say my name was whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's limitation. Starting from birth. It's limitation. I'm pretty sure if everybody looked at they children as kings and queens, why didn't they just call them king whatever or queen whatever? Because they limited you. They limited you. You're limited based upon your name. Literally. You tell somebody your name, let's say your name is Don Tavius. You tell somebody your name and all of a sudden they like, nah, Don Tavius, oh nah, I don't even want, they don't even know you. Based upon your name. They don't even know you though. For me, example, my name is Ian, so I can go for a white or black person, which obviously we know that's true. But it's like, you see what I'm saying? So in Chris Brown's space, now his name is limited. He literally is almost like that Young Bird situation when Young Bird had to change his name to Hitmaker just for him to get more millions and billions of dollars. For people to respect him, he had to change his name. It's the same fucking thing. That's what I'm saying. Anytime they think about Chris Brown, what they think about? They think about all the stuff he did. Or all the stuff that he experienced. I didn't even say he did. He experienced a lot. That's what they're thinking about. They're labeling him based upon his name, experiences, but not based upon growth. The person that is in front of you now. So they limit you based upon the things you did in the past, not the person that's presented now. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Because we go through life to experience and to learn. So if you're basing me upon the point of the beginning, that's basically like, for example, yeah, all right, we can go with this. That's based upon, like, you know how they say women can't drive. How are you basing that upon women can't drive? What does that even mean? You see what I'm saying? It's like a limiting thing that doesn't even apply to all women. But the fact that it says women can't drive, you would assume and think that all women can't drive. But that can't be the fact. But people actually believe and think that, which is horrible. They don't even know all the women in the world, but they'll take those based upon facts that someone told them and go with it. You've never seen all the women in the world drive. So how can you say women can't drive? I'm pretty sure there's some women that can drive better than you. I know women that can drive better than me. So it's not even like, and I can drive good. So it's not even, you see them going with it? Y'all gotta stay away from these titles, man. I mean, we was born into it, and giving us damn titles and these certificates and having us call our name, and people call our name every single day, even though it really wasn't our name. I get it. We was born into this dumb shit. But, you know, make your name mean something. Please change the limitations upon it. You know what I'm saying? Make every name be bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, think of a big speaker. I'm not thinking of none of the negative stuff and all this. I'm just thinking of a big speaker, a person that believed in it, had a big heart, a big mind, and their dreams were accomplished. Most definitely. We're a little bit more free. I definitely can go outside and do what I want to do. I still got some limitations here. But what they was trying to do definitely got accomplished. And that's what I'm saying. I would rather everybody name get tied to some good stuff. Like this right here, trying to open it, selling his soul. Like, dude, this dude right here, that's you, that's doing this little post. Dude, there's gonna be generations of kids watching this, thinking Chris Brown sold his soul. Now that's what I'm coming here to obviously correct what you're doing here, because obviously this is just wrong. You don't want nobody coming behind you saying that you sold your soul or you did X, Y, Z. You don't want none of that. So why would you do that to somebody else? Based upon your limited perception. It's based upon a limited perception. Because you think someone could sell their soul. When you can't. You can't. There is no physical way of doing it. There's no spiritual way of doing it. It's just not happening. Cannot do it. That's just stupid, bro. But I do get the argument, bro. I get it. I get it. Y'all been doing this for millions of years, bro. I get it, bro. I'm saying I get it. But again, there's no way, bro. You're already forgave for all your sins, bro. There's no freaking way. There is no way, bro. So there's no way, bro. Let it go. All the people who just let it go. He didn't sell his soul. He just, like I said, he's just on the wrong side of the totem pole, doing a bunch of stuff that is negative in certain people. And again, it's neutral. If you show unconditional love, it shouldn't matter. Like, for example, if he goes to a bridge and he does his artwork and graffiti, I'm talking about Chris Brown, people gonna be like, oh, he's painting on the walls. Oh, he's doing graffiti. Oh, he's doing a ritual. That's what they're gonna say. In reality, if you're looking on the good side, you're looking at the positive, he's literally just drawing a picture and showing his artistic work. That is literally it. You see what I'm saying? So when you eat these foods, it's gonna give you intellect. Good and evil intellect. It's up to you to choose and to discern what you're receiving. So I don't see how a painted picture on a wall can be evil. I just don't get it. It's just a picture. That's all it is. It's a picture. But I do understand how one sheep can lead other sheep without a shepherd. I do understand that. There's no shepherd there. There is no entity, no divine entity there to lead you. It's going to be a bunch of sheep following each other. They're going to follow each other, bro. That's what they're going to do. So if everybody's saying one thing, they're going to go along with it. Because that's what sheep do. They don't think for themselves. So the shepherd has to think for all the sheep, literally, because they don't think for themselves. It's a mass collective of people thinking. So the shepherd decides, hey, I know there's, water within 20 miles this way. Now takes his sheep and they all go that way. The sheep follow because they believe the shepherd is going to take them the correct way. So in 20 miles they hit the water. They got water, they good. They like, oh, bet. We got some water. Now this is where this other part comes in. Remember I said you add the positives up, add the positives and also you can add the negatives. So this is positive. We're on positive right now. So water is positive, right? Okay. Got the positive. Now the shepherd takes them and let's go get some food. So now we're going 5 miles a different way, whatever the case may be, we're going to get some food. So now the sheep got water, food. The shepherd like, you know what? It's getting a little late now. We need to find somewhere to sleep. Shepherd finds somewhere to sleep. So the sheep had, not only they had water, food, and somewhere to sleep. At that point, these sheep are enslaved to that shepherd because they believe they're going to get food, water, and somewhere to sleep. That's what's going on right now, whether y'all are seeing it or not. The question is, who is the shepherd? Is no man on this planet. Is no woman on this planet. It ain't that money in your bank. It ain't that money in your hand. Who the shepherd? It had to be the creator. But a lot of people don't know that because they don't know the creator. They never seen the creator. They never felt the creator. They never talked to the creator. They don't talk to the creator. So they're sheep. They're robots. That's what some people call them, bots. People that go with the agenda. Because they don't want to go through the hard side of life. They just don't. Like, yo, my shepherd, I go with my shepherd, bro. We gonna get food. We gonna get what? We gonna have something to sleep. We gonna be good. Yeah. Our generation family gonna be good too. They gonna be good. You got a couple of requirements though. You know what I'm saying? You got some limitations, but you're gonna be good. Can't outlive you're not gonna outlive the shepherd though. But he gonna make sure that you good, but you ain't too good. You can't be better than him. You see where I'm going with it? So that's what I said, bro. When you putting the power into the wrong hands, when you put the power into the people, it's over with. It's over with. It's over with. Done with. And that's what this situation is. Chris Brown, he's not a shepherd, but people look at him as he's a shepherd. So some people, sheep, follow him, or it can be sheep of the people that's against Brown. For example, this guy right here, he's a sheep of the anti-Illuminati. I don't even know what that means. Anti-Illuminati, like the Illuminati, what? The Illuminati is no difference from all the people that eat McDonald's. If you say you close all the McDonald's, I bet you people start boycotting. It's the same fucking thing. It's the people that support it. It's the same thing. Literally. You going as soon as you close anything down, you gonna know who the sheep is, and you gonna know who the shepherd is. I'm telling you, every time. Close anything down, and you're gonna see who the sheep is. They're gonna tweet. They're gonna come out. I can't believe they closed. Now I can't get my coffees in the morning. No. That's all you gonna hear. Them not knowing that they didn't need the foods, that God was the source of energy. But you know, the sheep, they need the foods to survive. Because in their brain, that is logical. This is not a logical world, bro. Rather y'all know that now. This is more spiritual than logical. No way someone sat down. And again, I always chair. Ain't nobody sit down and think, we need to make a chair. No, bruh. That was a spiritual intuition that came along inside the person's brain. The intellect came along. Subtle. Very subtle. Positive thing. It was like, yo, if we create these chairs, you know, we can help people. They should have put some laws and restrictions to it, though. They didn't do that. They should have said, hey, you can't sit in the chair longer than a certain amount of time. They should have put some restrictions on it. They didn't do that. They allowed people to do what they want to do. So, took the chairs and we applied it. Applied it to putting it inside of cars. Applied it to, you know what I'm saying, putting it inside a plane. Applied it to putting it inside of school buses. We applied it to putting it inside a classroom. We applied it where we needed it. Same as any other tool. But again, the intellect itself came from God. That's where it came. Even if it was to the point where, let's say, it was building pyramids. That's the pyramid. Building the pyramids, and let's say some of the stone ended up falling down. and it just looked like a chair. Or it looked like some shit. Like, that kind of looks like. They sat down. They like, oh, this kind of feels. This feels hard. Like back in the day, it used to be hard. Everything used to be like hard stone, everything. You know. Then it got steel because they was like, oh, the wind. They built some plastic chairs. The wind blowing the plastic chairs all out, all in the wind. Oh, we need to do steel chairs. You see what I'm saying? It's the intellect. It's the intellect that comes along. Now again, these chairs, just like a knife, could have been used in any type of way. Just like a knife. You could have took the chair and batted somebody in the head with it. Take the TV and bat them in the head with it, or you can watch it. Same thing. You can sit in the chair, or you can take the chair and bat them in the head. You seen on, I know y'all seen on wrestling. You take the chair and bat them in the head with it. So you see how where I was coming at again. You got one side that's good and one side that's evil. It's very simple, and it's a thin line in the middle right there. So that's where that choice comes in. So that's why I was telling y'all about Chris Brown, his choice of free will, free will choice. That's the only thing. If somebody's selling that they sold, they sold. They didn't literally sell, they sold. They sold their free will of choice. So now they're not living in their free will of choice. Like I told y'all, if I feel like going outside right now, I'm going outside. But compared to somebody else who's working a job, they can't do that because they sold their free will of choice in their time for something else that they felt that was more valuable. So that's where that value part comes in. And that's also where the part where they say, money is the root to all evil, blah, 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 blah. But it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Money is the root to your true self. That's what the truth is. Money is the root to your true self. Because if everybody had billions of dollars, I'm pretty sure that the world would be totally different. I'm pretty sure that people that are committing crimes will commit even bigger crimes. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the people that's showing love to people will show even more love. So the money ain't the root to the evil. It's a root to your true self. If you truly had money, would I take a trip out of space? Of course I would. Of course I would. Would I want to be one of the first ones to go to Mars? Of course I would. You know what I'm saying? Would I go skydiving? Of course I would. Of course I would do these things. Because the money allows me to be my true self. But that doesn't mean you need to accept me. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you have to accept the things that I do. All I say is show unconditional love. So if I'm being my true self, you need to be your true self. I'm going to show unconditional love to you, just like I would hope to receive the unconditional love back. So I got a cousin, he likes to drink every day. He asked me, did I care? I said, bro, personally, I don't care. As long as my grandma is good, I don't care what you do. You see what I'm saying? Because that's unconditional love. That is him. That's his perception. That's his reality. And he loves it. And as long as he loves it, he's happy, he's healthy, I'm great. You feel me? He's being his true self. That goes for all of us. We have to be our true selves. But we can't be like, oh, I don't want to do this or that because it's against someone else's morals. Your morals ain't got nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. That's where that other part come in where some people don't like the women doing OnlyFans. Your perception of them women doing their OnlyFans and making that money and doing what they want to do with their body has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? At all. So, Chris Brown. He decided to get a couple tattoos that he felt, again, were, you know, on both sides of the board. Some people just look at it as, hey, it's a pyramid with the all-seeing eye. Like, awareness. I see everything. pyramid, all seeing eye. Awareness, I see everything because I'm at the top of the pyramid. Pharaoh is at the top of the pyramid. Now, I showed y'all this chart before. What's at the bottom of the pyramid? I showed y'all this chart. Very bottom, you have the land animals. You have the farmers. You have the crafters. You have the workmen. You have the artist people. You have the army. You have the government. And then you have the pharaoh. The pharaoh is at the top. Pharaoh sits down and chills because none of the stuff below him matters. It doesn't. I'm going to tell you that right now. It doesn't. It's peace at the top. Some people say the top is lonely. That's a false accusation. You can never be alone because God is with you. So you can never, there's no way you can be alone. There is no way. You can't escape your mind. God is intellect. God is the mind. You can't escape it. So you can never be alone. So being lonely, that's self-destruction. Can't be alone. There's no physical way. Because everything around you is alive. There will always be bugs. There will always be birds. Y'all hear them birds out there? They're alive. I'm not alone. You can never be alone. So back to the Chris Brown part, like, yeah, man, like, you know, the same reason why you got these earrings on. You got this chain on. Things like that. Hat on. Same thing as visual. Like visual eye candy for women. You know what I'm saying? Women shit, bro. Women shit, bro. Women, oh, I like men with 2 earrings. And then you go get the 2 earrings because you want women to like you because what it is. So he got the tattoos because he feel like, hey, if I get this tattoo, hey, he may have some type of belief behind it, but at the same time, he knows, hey, if I get this tattoo, I think it'd be dope. That's just Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? But then, of course, there was some people probably even in the shop like, man, bro, don't get that, bro. Don't get that tattoo. He probably showed some people, bro, why you get that? What that mean, bro? Of course. Of course. The curious cat. Of course. Of course. Like I said, it didn't matter if it was a pyramid or a triangle. They still would have added something upon it because it's in the music. And they can only add those things together to try to make it make sense, even though humans can never make anything make sense. They're all stupid. Every single last one. Yes. This is why we don't even know half the planet. We don't. Because people are distracted by the wrong thing. So it's not about opening up, about him selling his soul. It's not even about that. It's more so of him telling his journey and seeing that he still made it through regardless of all the bullshit he went through. Every person, that's what their story is. Every single person. There's not one that you can't name that wasn't their story. That's every single person. Every single person. Yeah, of course, there's people that didn't go through anything made, but we're not talking about the people. We're talking about the average person. Went through life learning, got to a certain point of success, and we're able to see that. We're able to go into history and see. We're able to see the studies. We're able to see the history. We're able to see the work over the time. Even the people that we didn't have cameras, we didn't have anything documented. For example, like Michael Jackson, Beyonce type people like them. Even though we may not have all the visuals, all the nights and days they was in the studio working and doing all this, we don't have that. But we still see the ending product. Ending product. We see that. We seen when the iPhone came from the iPhone 1 to what we got 14, 15 now. We know the differences between the first one and the 14, 15 one. We know we don't want to go back to the first one. We know the difference in between. You know what I'm saying? The phone sped up. The phone got better battery. The phone got better reception. The phone got better. Same with the people. The people start at one place and then they get better. But the thing is, I'm not gonna pick up my phone and be like, man, this John still slow. See, now that's being straight negative. Then my phone literally is gonna be slow. because I'm putting that negative connotation upon it. And that goes with people too. So the more that y'all keep trying to blame and shame people of being evil, you're going to turn these people into evil people. Because at a certain point, they're going to be like, fuck it. Let's rock out then. Is that what y'all want to be? Let me do it then. So you want to speak highly of people. You want to speak positive of people. You never want to speak negative of people. You want to use your words wisely. This is all old wisdom that men had that obviously is getting lost because most men aren't around. They were in jail. They got caught up in different type of relationships. They got killed. All this stuff happened between the last 20 to 40 years. All this stuff happened. I think it started in 1980 or something like that. But it all started within a period. And you would think, oh, they created more jobs. This is good. There's positives to it, but it's also negative because then it splits the family up. Because when the dad is out at work, who is teaching the son and the children how to behave? And you would say, oh, the mother's doing it. The mother cannot give the same principles that the dad can. It just doesn't work that way. So then the kid has to experience life for their own to figure it out. Because they didn't get the principles from their dad. Because their dad was working. They were never going to be able to get it because their dad was working. Or vice versa, their mom was working. But it goes for all of us. So that's where we actually got to sit down. You got to sit down with yourself and figure out what am I lacking? What am I missing? Because everybody's missing something. Or where am I putting too much time and energy into? Also, people are doing that. So for the men, be men. Stop being women. Be men. For the women, stop being men. Stop trying to be a man. You're not a man. And it's crazy because a lot of y'all be like, yo, I'm the man. I wear the pants. That shit sounds dumb. What woman want to be in a relationship where she's the man and she wears the pants? That shit sounds stupid. That's not even balance. It creates problems. No man wants to be bitched around by his girl. That's not a relationship. Vice versa. No woman want to be bitched around by a man. She already probably dealt with that shit through her whole entire life. Don't want to hear your shit. It just is what it is. So as a man, you just keep your fucking mouth shut, bro. Happy wife, happy life, bro. Let her have it, bro. Like these are things like that really have to be understood. But that doesn't. But you don't change you. You just don't change you. So communication is key, bro. Because you can't change you to appeal to somebody else. You're gonna condemn yourself. Literally. Put here to do certain things in a certain type of way. And if people don't agree with that, who cares? That's them. Fuck. Have them talk to God about that shit. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And it shouldn't have nothing to do with you. Y'all see where I'm going with it? We all have a certain purpose, plan, path in life. And it is that. It is what it is. Not meant for nobody else to understand it neither, other than you. Between you and God, bro. That's it. That's all it is, bro. So for y'all don't understand Chris Brown's path and y'all want to say he's sold his soul and he's doing all this other stuff, y'all are not showing unconditional love. Jesus taught unconditional love. I know your family ain't teach it. I said Jesus. We're talking about a totally different. We're talking about the Holy Spirit right now. We're talking about something totally different. Holy Spirit, bro. That keeps you alive. That makes sure you breathe every day. When you go outside, you feeling it on your neck. The Holy Spirit. That's literally there, but you can't see. But you can still feel it and you know it's there. The Holy Spirit. The heck? Some of y'all can't see. I can see it. Y'all can't see. Some of y'all blind. I gotta take my glasses off to see it. If I put my glasses on, I can't see it. Because what glasses do, you would think you're blind, but you're not. But what glasses do is gonna put. All right, we're in a 3D world. Remember that. I'm gonna make sure y'all keep remembering that we're in a 3D world, which means 3 dimensions, which means is each object is 3 objects in one. That's what makes it physical. Okay. And it's a lot of atoms. But beside that, take the glasses off. Now I see the creation and it's separate. Now I can see the energies of the trees. Now I can see the energies of the people. Now I can read the people mind. But put the glasses on, and nigga, it would seem as if I can see, but I'm more blind with the glasses on than off. But some of y'all ain't hearing that. Say it one more time. Don't get me wrong. With the glasses on, yes, I can see everything physically made by man. Yes. With the glasses off, I can see the spiritual world. Because then everything is separated. It's no longer 3D. It's separated. Now I'm looking 5, 7, 8D dimensions because everything then is separated. It's no longer into one. That's what glasses do. They put everything into one. You would think your vision is blurry, but you're just seeing the 3 to 5 to 8 different dimensions of things, which makes it look blurry. It's not a blurry. That's the physical reality that's around you. But as humans, we want to put things together because we want to feel like we know something. It ain't no putting this shit together, bro. You can't put this shit together. Take the fucking glasses out, bro. There's 3 dimensions of things, bro. Once you start seeing the world in the way that the world is supposed to be seen, you see the world in the real way, you will then be at peace. Like I said, when I take the glasses off, bro, anything outside of me doesn't affect me. Because then it's only the inside. I can still see the things in the outside world. I can still use the things in the outside world. But they don't affect me as if I had these glasses on. Because when you have these glasses on, now I'm able to see. So people that got they vision corrected and shit like that, you're fucking up because now you can't see the spiritual world. All you see is the 3D and what's there. Physically. You can't see the aura. You can't see the spiritual. Now you'll be lost because then you won't even know if the people around you are good or bad. You don't know because you can't see it. So now you have to literally go through the experience. You got to go through the relationship just to find out. But if you were spiritually connected, you wouldn't even have to go through any of that because you can already see that this shit just ain't gonna work. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop right there, bro. I just really want to clear up Chris Brown's name, bro. There's no way you can sell the soul. Even if he say he did it, there's no way you can do it. Just let y'all know that right now. So it is what it is. See y'all in this one, man.